Meow there, friends. It's me, Miss Luna Whiskers, your furry storyteller with twitchy whiskers and a swishy tail. Today's story is about something teeny tiny, smaller than a crumb on your cookie plate, as small as a mustard seed. Can you all pinch your paws or fingers together really close like this? Perfect. That's how tiny it is. So the story today begins from Luke chapter 17 verses 5 and 6. One day, Jesus' friends, the disciples, said, "Lord, increase our faith." They wanted a bigger, stronger kind of faith. Do you ever wish you could trust God more? Me too. Well, Jesus gave them a positively surprising answer. He said, "If you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can tell this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it will obey you." Can you imagine that? A tree just walking off because you said so? Meow, wow. So look here, kittens. See this seed? It's smaller than a sprinkle on your cupcake. Yet, when planted, it grows into a big tree with branches where birdies can rest. So Jesus was teaching us that even the smallest whisker of faith in him can grow and do amazing things. Wow. Now listen with your little kitty ears, because this is extra important. It's not just how much faith you have, it's about what you put your faith in. Let me show you.
Once upon a time, in a sunny little classroom, a group of children were gathered for a story time. Their teacher, Mrs. Parker, brought out 2 chairs, one made from folded paper and the other one made from sturdy wood. "Today," she said with a smile, "we are going to learn about faith." The children leaned forward, curious. "First," Mrs. Parker explained, "I need a volunteer." A boy named Daniel raised his hand right away. Me, he whispered to himself excitedly. Mrs. Parker pointed at the paper chair. "Daniel, imagine you believe with all your heart that this chair is strong. You're certain it will hold you up. If you sit on it, what will happen?" Well, Daniel looked at that flimsy paper chair. He squeezed his eyes shut and stepped over to the chair. No, the other children shouted. Daniel opened his eyes and giggled. "Oh, it'll break," he said. And the children shouted together, "Crash, boom, ouch!" "That's right," Mrs. Parker nodded. "Even if you believe with all your might that the paper chair will hold you up, it's not strong enough." Then she turned to the wooden chair. It looked plain and simple, and everybody knew it was sturdy. "What about this one?" she asked. "What if you only have a little faith in it? Maybe you're nervous. Maybe you're not sure. But you try sitting down anyway. What happens?" Daniel carefully sat on the wooden chair. He wiggled and he bounced, and the children laughed at his antics. They said he was just like Curious George. But it didn't wobble or bend. It stayed strong and steady, and the children cheered. Mrs. Parker's voice grew gentle. "Do you see? It's not how much faith you have that matters. It's where your faith is placed. Faith in the wrong thing will fail you, no matter how big it is. But even the tiniest bit of faith in something true and strong will hold you safe. She looked around at her students. And that's what Jesus meant when he said, faith as small as a mustard seed is enough, because it's not how big your faith is. It's about who your faith is in. Jesus is steady, strong, and will never fail you. The children sat quietly thinking. Then Daniel whispered with a smile, I'd rather sit with Jesus than on any paper chair. The class laughed, and the story stayed with them for a long time.
Yeah, see? It's not the size of your faith that matters. It's that your faith is in Jesus. Wow. Jesus is strong, steady, and never fails. Even a whisker of faith in him is stronger than the biggest pile of faith in anything else. Purrr-haps. That's the best news of all. So remember, kittens, what matters most is not how big your faith is, but that it's in Jesus. Even the tiniest mustard seed, faith in him, can grow into something mighty. So let's fold our paws and pray. Dear Jesus, thank you that we don't have to have giant faith. We just need to put our little faith in you. Make our faith strong like a tree that grows and grows. Wow. Amen. Bye-bye, everybody.